Hi guys, and welcome to part 2 of how to get ready for your audition, quarantine style. This one follows the information in the handout, Advanced Band Audition Requirements. This is what you will need to have ready in order to audition to get into Advanced Band. And it's very similar to what you had to do to get into my group, but obviously some of the scales and stuff are different. This one should be pretty quick. Our rules state that you should have completed successfully 1 year of intermediate band or the equivalent. And that means if you weren't in our band this year, you were in some other program or studying private lessons, you need to have 1 year at least of being at the intermediate band level and being successful at that level. And complete the following stuff. So both of those requirements need to be met. You're successful in intermediate band if you are pretty much playing the music and showing up every day and being able to be at the concerts, and you're not really struggling and not being very confused about the theory or any of that stuff. Some people who haven't been in a band program but have been taking private lessons have that kind of background also, and we accept that. Okay, I already talked about in the last video that we audition in the fall, in the spring, and the summer band camp. Also, sometimes right after the Christmas concert, people feel like they're in the wrong group and they want to try to get up. So, here's what's required. Plain and simple. Major scales. You will play one major scale for us. Mrs. Graham will choose which one. She will choose from B flat, probably not, E flat, F, A flat, C, and G major. So B flat, E flat, F, A flat, C, and G. Those are the only ones that she'll draw from, unless she forgets. But those are what's in the requirements. You will play in half notes, memorized, 1 octave up and down. Okay? You gotta know that we're not gonna pick B flat, right? Because that's like beginning band stuff. But any of the other ones are fair game. You also need to do a minor scale for us. Again, Mrs. Graham chooses one out of, there were only 3 in our group. G minor, D minor, and A minor. And you can pick your favorite form of any of those. So you can do harmonic, melodic, or natural minor. But you must tell us before you start to play which one you're going to do. And that lets us know that you understand that there are more than one form. Okay? The third thing you are required to do is play your prepared piece. You should have some music prepared already, and the third video is going to help you figure out how to do that. We will look for correct notes and rhythms, tone quality, expressiveness, musicality. Are you typing or are you making music? It's just very obvious if you know your piece and you know how it's supposed to sound. Go ahead, this is the time to do all of those dynamics and all those wonderful things that you know about from just being a musician. And then you don't need an accompanist for our group. Some groups you do, so read their requirements. If you need an accompanist, that's a whole nother ballgame, and you really need to get on that ahead of time. Okay, so sight reading is the 4th part, and it's the last part of our audition process. Mrs. Graham, if you want to get into advanced band, she's going to pick an excerpt of something at the level that they're currently playing. So not something super easy, not something the symphony might do, but something advanced band's going to do, right? And you will have a few minutes, not a ton of time, but maybe 2 or 3, 5 minutes to look at it. You don't get to play anything yet. You can look it over, and then you get 1 shot to try to play it. We are looking for all of the same things from your sight reading that we were looking for in your prepared piece, except for that we understand that you are sight reading. But the more of those things that you can grab, the better your sight reading is going to end up being. Okay? So we have talked quite a bit about how to sight read. So hopefully that's not new. If you need a refresher, let me know and I can send you some stuff on that. There's another excerpt that I'll send you, how to ace the sight reading portion of your audition. And I have a lot of tips in there on how to do that. And it will help you. You can do it. Percussion, you need to listen because you need to audition on both snare drum and bells. The scales and your prepared selection will be on bells, and then you can also do a prepared selection on snare, and we may ask you for some rudiments like paradiddles or rolls or whatever, right? That's basically it. We may ask you a couple questions. You may ask us some questions, but probably not too many because our time is often very limited during audition time. So then you say thank you, you smile and nod, and you get out of there, and then you wait nervously until we tell you how you did. We discuss it between the two of us a little bit, and then we will say, yes, they're in, no, they're not, or you're really close, let's re-audition you at a later date. And that's, again, why it's really important to audition as early as possible. Like the first time we offer it, do it. Because that gives you a couple more chances if your nerves get in the way. If we really think that you're ready, but you can't get through the audition process because you're so nervous, we're going to give you some more practice at that. And we're going to say, why don't you see us at band camp and see if you can do that again, rather than just saying no. If you're already at the end of our times that we offer auditions and you just space out, we have to say no. So it's in your favor to audition early. It's our goal to let you know the very same day that you audition because nobody likes to wait around wondering. So we try to make it as fast as possible for you. That's it for this video. If you have questions, as always, let me know. Hope you're doing well.